I am very good at my technical skills, but when it comes to communication, I am not that good. I am 10 on 10 on my technical skills, but when it comes to communicating in front of others, presenting my ideas, sharing my opinions and thoughts, I don't feel that confident. Have you ever said this? Have you ever heard this? I'm quite sure you have. Now, if you're a shy and introverted sort of a person and you believe you are not very confident, but you want to become more confident, especially in your communication, then this video is for you. See, I want you to understand this that in this video, I will be sharing some practical steps with you with the help of which you will be able to become more confident. Okay? Now, why can I talk about this and what gives me the right talking about how to build confidence if you're a shy and introverted kind of a person? So, I want you to know this about me that I was the most shy and extreme introvert sort of a person for the biggest part of my life. And I still am an introvert, but I'm also a communication coach. Okay. So the things that I'm about to share with you have worked brilliantly for me and have worked brilliantly for all the students who are working with me. So the tips that I'm about to share with you works, they're meant to work. Okay. They're certain to work. Now, let's say this is point A, being very shy, extreme introvert, and not very confident. And this is point B, being very confident, right? There's a middle part also. We want to go from point A to point B. In this video, I will tell you that there is a middle part also from point A to point B. The first thing that I want you to understand is that when mostly people have this myth, a huge myth, that if you're a shy person, you're an introverted kind of a person, then you cannot be confident. No, it's not true. It's a myth. You can be very, very confident. Okay. And it's a myth that if you are an introvert person, then you cannot be a great communicator. It's a myth. You can be a wonderful communicator. You can be a masterful communicator, even if you're an introvert. So, first, I want you to drop these two myths right here, right now. Even if you're a shy person, you can be a great communicator. Even if you're a shy person, you can still be very confident. Okay, that's number one. Number two is that we want to go from point A, being very shy, introverted, less confident, to point B, being very confident. I want you to understand that there is no overnight process for it. Okay? Because confidence comes from various things. Confidence comes from various little things, working on yourself, various other things which makes your confidence. So it is not going to come overnight. Okay. And if you let's say if you have a presentation tomorrow and you're watching this video that I'll become very confident tomorrow, it's not going to happen because there are various other factors. But if you have a presentation tomorrow and you're not feeling very confident, in this video, you will learn how to look confident and how to sound confident, and that can be done overnight. Interesting, right? So let's say you're point A, you're here, shy and introverted sort of a person. This is point B where you want to go, confident person. The middle part is looking confident and sounding confident. Looking confident and sounding confident. It's not feeling confident. I'm not saying that I'm going to share the tips that will make you feel confident. Okay, that's a process, that's a longer process. That's going to take a little time. But instantly, what you can do to look more confident and sound more confident, even if you're not feeling that confident from inside, that I'm about to share in this video. So, first is looking more confident. I want you to really understand this that even if you do not feel confident from inside and you feel that your heartbeat is racing, you're shivering, sweating, you're having butterflies in your stomach, and you're feeling very, very nervous, can you still look confident? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Okay. So, the first thing to look more confident you have to work on is your posture. Posture, the way you stand up, the way you sit down. Now, when you stand up, make sure your shoulders are at back. You're standing tall, or when you're sitting, you're not making yourself small. Okay, you're not having this slouch. Do not try to make yourself small. So, first thing is your posture. Make sure you're always sitting upright, you're standing proper tall. Your spine should be straight, right? Shoulders at back. That's the first thing. Work on your posture. And I am not saying it for the sake of it. Research studies have proven it that if you have a great posture, when people look at you, they will consider you as confident. Okay, so first is your posture. Second thing that you have to work on is do not try to make yourself small. Okay, and a lot of women actually tend to do it more, that we try to make ourselves very small sometimes when we are not feeling very confident, when we are feeling nervous. And boys also do it, men also do it. So do not make yourself small during any conversation, especially if, let's say, I am having a round table here and there are five other people sitting around me, and if I make myself this small, just imagine if I'm making this myself small, neither am I looking confident nor am I looking professional, right? So if you are in a professional setting, make sure you're sitting upright and you're not making yourself small. If you're in front of your friends, if it's a not a formal conversation, do whatever you want to do. Third is a biggest thing which I have seen people doing while they're presenting, while they're giving any presentation. And men tend to do it more, which is putting hands in the pockets. Okay, putting hands in the pockets. Have you seen it? Have you seen it? You have. I know you have. So if you do it, then don't do it. It's okay. It's okay. Nobody, like I also did not know about it, right? But I have learned it, so you can also learn it now. While we are giving formal presentations, try not to keep your hands in the pockets. It looks very casual and it does not look formal. And it does not also make you look very confident. Okay, rather, it actually makes you look a little arrogant. So avoid keeping your hands or in the pockets. And also, sometimes, have you seen people keeping one hand in the pocket and talking with one and other hand? Have you seen that? Yeah, looks more of a nice style, right? But we have to avoid that as well. Do not keep your hands in pockets, not even one and both hands. Do not keep them in pockets. Okay, keep them open. Try to talk with your hand gestures, right? Fourth thing which will make you look more confident is smile. Okay, it's the most underrated thing. Nobody actually talks about this and nobody actually tells you this. That the easiest thing that you can do to calm yourself, to calm your nerves, to calm down your audience, okay, and to build a bond with your audience is smiling. Just smile while you're talking. And I'm not saying that you have to be a little fake in it, not the that smile. I'm not telling you to hold that unnatural smile, but a natural smile on your face. Have a natural smile on your face, especially when you're talking about something pleasant, something positive. Then try to hold a natural smile on your face when you're talking to people. A smile makes you look very confident, okay? And it's underrated. Smile can make you look confident, right? Smile. Another thing which you can do is eye contact. I know. Everybody knows this. Everybody talks about this. I know you know it, okay? I know you know it, but still, sometimes we forget this eye contact. It's a big thing. You will only be able to make a bond, a connection with the listener, with the audience, even if it's 10 people or even if it's one, if you're making the eye contact. And when I say eye contact, you don't have to like look into the soul of the person. You don't have to make the other person feel uncomfortable, but just a natural eye contact. Okay. So, eye contact. That's how you will look more confident. Okay. So, shy, introvert sort of a person, say confident ki taraf hame jana hai. From being a shy, introverted kind of a person to becoming confident, we are taking a middle route. We are taking the middle path, which is looking more confident and sounding more confident. We have already talked about looking more confident. Let's keep that at one side. Now, let's talk about sounding more confident. Okay. In sounding more confident, I will share three things with you. Listen to them very carefully, take notes. Tell me in the comments when you apply it. It's going to change the way you communicate. It's going to change the way people look at you. It's going to change the way people perceive you, right? First thing, to sound better, to sound confident, even if you're not feeling confident from inside, is volume. Volume. I don't know how many times I have told this. I don't know. I have always told this, like maybe there are other videos as well where I am telling this. But volume is the biggest key of looking, sounding more confident. Okay. So even if I'm feeling nervous, let's say, I'm feeling a little nervous, I'm feeling a little, my heartbeat is racing, I have to go on a stage to give my presentation, or I have to stand up in a meeting and talk, and I'm all jittery inside. But can I still work on my volume? Yes, I can. Right? Yes, I can. I can work on my volume. Yeah. So always consider that there's a scale from 1 to 10, right? It's a beautiful thing that I learned actually. Let's say there's a scale from 1 to 10. Okay. Just imagine, just you have to just consider at what rate, okay, at what scale you're talking right now. For example, right now I'm talking at level 6, right? And you have to find out that when I talk, by default, what is my volume? Maybe it's level 3, maybe it's level 4. So try to go 2 notches higher. 2 notches higher, you have to try to go. Now, the biggest concern that mostly my students have in this, so whenever I tell my students that work on your volume, speak in a higher volume, they always have this concern that I talk like this. I talk very softly. I talk very politely. This is the way I have been talking from last 10 years. So, this is how I talk. This is my natural voice. So, see, I get it. This sort of voice, which is very soft, very polite, very slow, this can be very pleasant to the ears, right? This can be very soothing and very pleasant to the ears. I don't deny that. I do not deny that. But with no, if you want to have more impact, if you're talking to more people, and if you want to showcase yourself as a leader, as an influencer, then you have to work on the volume. You have to work on the volume, and volume will suddenly make you look more confident and sound more confident. So work on your volume. जोर से बोला है, थोड़ा सा, मतलब चिल्लाना नहीं है. You don't have to shout. Whatever scale you're talking at, whatever level you're talking at right now, level 3, level 4, try to raise it by at least 2 notches. So if you're currently at level 4, try level 6. You're currently at 3, try level 5. Okay, 6, 7 is good enough. 6, 7 is good enough. So volume is one. Second thing, I don't know. I have never seen people talking about this, is your energy. Okay, it's the energy you radiate is gonna same energy you will get back from your audience. So let's say if I do not put energy in my conversation, then my audience will also not respond. But if you want your audience to engage with you, you want your audience to respond to you, then you have to radiate a lot of energy. Then you see that your audience will also radiate a lot of energy. It goes the same both ways. It goes both ways, right? I always say this. I always say this. So I've said this so many times that communication is all exchange of energy. It's actually all exchange of energy. It's not that big. It's not that huge. It's not that complicated. We make it really complicated. What is communication? Exchange of energy. I know what you're thinking. That आज तक तो मैंने पढ़ा है कि communication is there's a sender, then there's a medium, then there's a receiver. Yeah, that's true. Communication is also what I am saying, and you understand this. But communication is also exchange of energy. Okay, it's also exchange of energy. So if you feel more energetic, you radiate that enthusiasm, that energy, your audience will catch that. They will vibrate the same to you. Okay, so be more energetic while you're speaking. It just shows. It just shows energy, right? Last but not the least is something which I'm sure you must have not expected. That is called pauses. Yes, pauses. Now, I'm really am sure that people consider pauses as something which is very hard. Mostly people are afraid of taking a pause because they feel that if I took a pause, I'll forget what I wanted to say. Yeah, that's why we keep on saying things and we keep on saying things. You can catch anyone's nervousness by their rate of speech. You know that? If I say things in a very hurried and in a very rushed way, that means I'm nervous. So slow down a little bit, take strategic pauses wherever required. For that, I can give you stand-up comedians example. I love stand-up comedies. Okay, there's so many people like I really like stand-up comedies, and they are great communicators. They're the best communicators. Stand-up comedians are the best communicators. And most of the times, have you ever noticed when they are doing their set, when they are performing stand-up comedians, a lot of times it happens that they take a pause and people go crazy laughing. Yeah, have you observed that? I have seen that a lot. So, strategic pauses are very powerful. Try pauses. Do not hurry yourself into a speech with calm, peace, a little bit of pauses here and there. That's how you sound more confident, right? So, three things: volume, energy, and the other one is pause, right? So, these are the three things that you have to work on to sound more confident, right? So, shy, introverted, underconfident kind of person, too confident person, there's a middle way. That's looking confident, sounding confident, that you can do now, okay? That you can practice just now. You'll do it for 1, 2 days, 3, 4 days, it'll become a habit, right? But when it comes to feeling confident, that's a deep thing. It's going to take a little time. And we'll make another video to talk about how do you feel more confident. I'll definitely make a video on that as well. I hope you really like and enjoyed the video. I hope the points that I've shared with you, I hope they work for you. And last thing that I want to tell you is nothing changes if nothing changes. See, confidence is a muscle that you have to develop, right? So if you do not push yourself out of your comfort zone, and if you do not make yourself a little uncomfortable sometimes to go talk in front of people, then nothing is going to change. All these things that I've explained in this video are only going to help you, are only going to come handy if you push yourself a little bit out of your comfort zone and go and talk to people. Yeah. So try this. And if you've liked the video, do hit the like button and comment down below what was your favorite point. I would love to know your feedback. I would love to know from you how you're feeling, how the content is, how you're liking it, everything. Please let me know in the comments. If you have any questions, let me know that. If you have any questions related to communication confidence, you can comment them down below and subscribe. Bye bye.